Next station will be Milton Keynes Central. Passing through platform 3 on the down slope. How long have I been recording for? An hour. Cool. So Bletchley should be literally right around the corner. I don't remember if the stopping train goes to Milton Keynes or is it Northampton. I think it's Northampton. So yeah, we'll be following it all the way to Northampton. Then we should get greens after Northampton to Rugby. And then I think it should be greens all the way to Garston after Northampton, because the Trent Valley is really quiet and then Crewe is even quieter. Yeah, I think the train is stopped in Milton Keynes. No, never mind. This is Denby Hall South Junction. The North Junction, Milton Keynes. Let's wait for the game to load in the rest of the world. I think while chasing yellows, it really keeps you on your feet. It's just boring just getting all greens. Double yellow, which means we can just fly through Milton Keynes. So double yellow, platform 3. If I remember correctly, Milton Keynes should be empty. Because southern trains only go as far as Watford. They haven't been extended to Milton Keynes yet. This is Milton Keynes Central. Go green. And I have milk cartons for some reason. 2050. So pass through Milton Keynes at 17:39. Yeah. The actual train passed at 41, so we're on time. We're doing good. So if you want to download the scenario for yourself, in the description at some point in time will be a link to it will either be Google Drive or alan.sims.com, depends which one I go for. I think I might put it on Google Drive first, and then ATS. So yeah, I think I'll bundle all the scenarios into one zip folder, and then just distribute that to the internet. Next station will be Wolverton, where the works are. Yeah, I've seen a lot of northern trains being refurbished in Wolverton. Like, I have trains from Wolverton centre sidings to Newton Heath or Neville Hill. Come on. Load in the next bit. Got a thing of yellow. So I'll apply brake. Well, brake. Come on, clear. Please. Oh, thank God, cleared. Like, who put these signals so close together? Because my train had barely killed the last one. Yeah, I think Wolverton should be up in the distance there. So I think I'll just keep cruising at like 15 miles an hour. I wonder how many people that would catch out. It caught me out. I guess if you actually focused, it wouldn't really happen. 66 from Trevor Park to Felixstowe. So if you don't know where Trevor Park is, it's in south-west Manchester. Which I've actually been past in real life. Because I got on the train at Trevor Park Station and then got it into Oxford Road. Sat outside Deansgate for about half an hour because of congestion. We're now approaching Wolverton Station. Train from Manchester to London, 1 Alpha 52. This is Wolverton. Not to be confused with Wolverhampton. Overhead is cleared to green, so yeah, it should be fast all the way to Northampton because there aren't any other stations to Northampton. So I passed through Wolverton at 17:41. Yeah, we're a little bit late. Even though compared with the real train, we're on time, so it's not that bad. So yeah. I do like the power hole livery, even though I don't really understand the point of it. Because I think power hole was kind of like the brand name for like the stone trains and our coal trains. So yeah, the livery. I like the livery. I like the yellow front and then the green swish with the grey. You try doing Mario. It doesn't really work with two-tone. So climbing on a gradient of 1 to 150 going downwards. So hopefully we should have hit 75 soon because we haven't hit 75 yet. Wonder what happens if you keep pressing E. I guess nothing. Pendle from Glasgow to London, 1 Mike 1-4. From 11 coaches. Yeah, I think it should be greens all the way to near Northampton. We're now approaching a disused station which I've completely forgotten the name of, despite coming down here like twice. I think it has something to do with Hounslow Junction, then Road, Northampton South Junction, Northampton, and then Rugby, and then Rugby. Now doing 64 miles an hour. So we're really moving now. A lot faster than we were before. I don't think we'll be overtaken by anything. Because I think about this time there's like a gap in the timetable until the next hour when there are more trains. So at Road, the line straight on will go directly to Rugby and then we curve round towards right, heading towards Northampton. I think it's either Hounslow Junction or Road. I think this is for like a last ditch kind of thing if a train wants to go from the fast line to the slow line to go to Northampton. Or like if a train broke down somewhere, you can easily just switch tracks. So yeah, yesterday isn't like Tuesday. Yeah, I got a lift to Castleton, I think it's the preparation for the Jacobite. So it was pretty much a Black 5 running with 2 coaches from Bury, Bond Street, or Bury Depot. Bury on the East Lancs Railway to Carnforth, so it left Bury, went through Haywood, round Castleton, towards Manchester Victoria, through Eccles, Newton Willows, joined the Scots Main Line there, then through Wigan, Preston, Lancaster to Carnforth. I think this was in preparation for the Jacobite Rail Tour. I think it runs from Fort William to Mallaig, starting on the 15th of July. And also I've heard that West Coast, no not West Coast, locomotive services are running trains from Skipton to Appleby. I think it's from the 1st of August. Somewhere in August. It looks really cool. Definitely going to see that. I'm not sure how I'll get there though. Because I don't know if road travel will be essential travel only. But I guess if a company is running a rail tour, it's not really essential though, is it? It's about down 90 miles an hour. Because you wouldn't commute on a charter train, because it doesn't make sense, it's too expensive. We're very close to 75. Let's go up to this signal down here, just so we can change it to go to red for some reason. I also haven't taken a thumbnail shot yet for the video. Maybe I'll do it here. I'll make that work somehow. Nice. Do it again. So you can see up ahead of the line straight on will go, I think it's just the same height, maybe it's slightly upwards. Then we go down and around towards Northampton. From Ditton to Felixstowe. Yeah, next station will be Northampton, where there's a depot for Siemens. I think they're also it's like a top and tail 47s with some Mark. I think someone said on Discord, on my Discord server, that I think it's like ex-Anglia Mark III coaches, which sounds really cool. And also someone, I don't know why, I think they're like sadists. They put tables in a pacer coach. Like, why? Why would you do that? Because Satan, when they die, like Satan's like, oh yes, I've been expecting you. Because why would you put tables in a pacer? It doesn't make sense. Pacers aren't meant to have luxury. They're meant to get you from point A to point B in the most uncomfortable way imaginable. Speed limit 75, even though we're fairly close to it. E. Thank you. That's it. What services? Road Chef, Costa, Northampton Services, Petrol. Road Chef, is that an actual name? Or is it like a non-copyrighted thing? So we have 21 miles to Rugby. We should be there in no time. We now have a warning of 20 miles an hour as we approach Wolverhampton Station, so put on a bit of brake. Okay, put some more brake. Confirm rate, just load in Northampton. And then just deload it later. So yeah, as we approach Northampton, we are due through platform 2, where we were meant to stop, but the actual train just passed through it. And it passed through the Dangles Loop as well. So yeah, we're running really early into Rugby. So speed limit is now 35, even though I wasn't warned of that. So now doing near 20 miles an hour. As we just crawl through Northampton Station. And I think that this might be good for a thumbnail shot. Just seeing the train just curve around. The thing about overhead wires is that they kind of get in the way. And there's a bridge. So you can see Northampton in the distance, or just here now. So this is Northampton, where our train in front of us terminates. So it should be green all the way to Rugby. So I get that speed back up to 20 miles an hour. Why is that 350 on an incline? It like it just crashed at the Voyager did in Chester. That's our 350 that was stuck in front of us. 2 November 73. The next station will be Long Buckby. Passenger at 1843, actual pass-through was 1816. So yeah, I think from now we're running about 25 minutes early. Speed limit is going up to 30 miles an hour. If my maths would cooperate. On the left is Northampton Train Care Depot, operated by Siemens. I'm pretty sure Siemens is German. So yeah, in the depot I just put in a bunch of 350s. Because I assume that's what's there. So I'll try and keep our speed up at 20 miles an hour just so we're not here forever. Yeah, just a bunch of 350s that I just dotted around the place. So we can now accelerate to 30 miles an hour. Also, speed limit is also going up to 60. I think I've only driven down here once, and that was a live stream in the opposite direction. Yeah, the stream I did from Liverpool to London, and it dumped in Crewe, so then I had to start in Stafford. And because of my German work, the Pendle was diverted through Northampton. There's a 350 halfway in the train wash. So yeah, it should be all greens to Rugby because there's nothing in front of us. Yeah, further and further away you get from London, the quieter it gets, obviously. Next station is Long Buckby. So Long Buckby, then Rugby, where this part will end after about 2 very long hours. I think I started recording at about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it's now 11:30. I think this is the longest video I've ever recorded. But it's been a nice drive, talking about trains. Speed limit is now 75 miles an hour. And we have about 17 miles to Rugby. So after Long Buckby we'll pass by Durft, or Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal, join back with the main West Coast Main Line, and then stop in Rugby, platform 2. So yeah, taking a look at the scenery, it is very well made. I don't think the scenery goes that far beyond. Who is 6? Trafford Park to Felixstowe. With the original container flats. Cool. Yeah, the scenery doesn't really go that far because of performance optimization. So yeah, it does look good. Come on, frame rate. Thanks. So when it's not loading in, it's getting a frame rate of about 30, which for train sim standards is really good. It's very smooth. Well, it would be even smoother at 60, but I don't think train sim was designed for 60. Even though I think if you just create a new route which is completely blank, I think you get a frame rate of about 100-ish. And then once you start building up, the frame rate just goes down and down and down. I think with the built-in frame rate, I think it goes as low as 14. It doesn't go any lower than that. Even if you get like 1 FPS, it will still show as 14 FPS. Am I far over there? What are you doing? And why? Why are you burning? And why is it here? Yeah, I'm not gonna question what you're doing. I think in train sim, if you wanted to drive from Rugby to Milton Keynes, you would go via the direct route, because why would you go to Northampton? It's slower. Yeah, I think this part of the route is very forgotten. Well, unless you were driving from Birmingham to Northampton in a 350, then you would have to come down here. Or if you want to be really awkward, you could reverse in Wolverton or Milton Keynes. 14 miles left. So we should be in Rugby in the next, I don't know, 15 minutes. Even though I am really bad at maths. Because if I wanted to do maths, I would use a computer to do it, i.e. a calculator. Someone's warehouse to the left. I don't know what they do. Probably warehouse stuff. So yeah, I am really enjoying this train, even though it is dog slow. Probably because I'm used to like driving in a pedalino, then just ripping it all the way to 125. Well, it is nice to drive through a route slower. It is nice to drive through a route slower because you get to take in all the scenery rather than just zipping through it like Sonic. Yeah, I'm not sure if I just split the video into two halves, like an hour each, or maybe just put it all together and have like a 2-hour video. I think 2 hours is long enough. Oh, far too long. So I think I might split it in Milton Keynes. I'm climbing up 1 to 100 again. Come on, you can do it. Climb up the hill. So yeah, if you're wondering about the next Trains in Real Life video, I have absolutely no idea when it is. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be next month. I don't know, because of the COVID situation. So one thing is certain, Train Sim is not going anywhere because what else do we want to do other than see skylines? Because I like doing Sea Skylines. It's definitely different. Because in Train Sim, you just sit in the train and then talk about whatever you want. Because there's literally nothing to do. But in Sea Skylines, kind of like you can get more creative in Sea Skylines because you can decide how you build your city however you want. Yeah, you can even go for grid. A grid isn't really that interesting. Well, until you get like high density buildings, and then you can fill your city with like skyscrapers, then office clusters, or an IT cluster, which gives like giant skyscrapers that we see in like New York. And 350 from Birmingham to Houston, 1 Yankee 32. 8 coaches. This is Long Buckby Station. I wonder how many trains actually stop here. But it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, Pacers have come back. Yay. Yeah, because COVID has kind of fucked the world. Yeah, the Class 769s were delayed into service. So if you don't know what a 769 is, a 769 is where you take a Class 219 and you fit a diesel engine to it, so it can run anywhere. But because of COVID, that has been delayed, and because Northern doesn't have enough stock, they took some Pacers back out of storage. brought them back into service. So thanks COVID, you're horrible. So we can run at paces again. Yay. Well, I don't think it's that many paces. I think it's like 4 or 5. What has happened? I think Anglia have ordered new trains from Hitachi. They look weird. Yeah, I think it was an article in the Rail magazine that Anglia have ordered new Hitachi trains for some reason or another. I think it's Anglia, or maybe someone else. I don't know. It's really weird because at the front the cab looks fine, just the couplers, because the train looks like it has like really fat cheeks at the front where the coupler is. It looks very strange. Well, not as weird as the new Merseyrail units. They look odd. I think that's class 777 for Merseyrail. We have about 7 miles to Rugby, so we should be there in no time. We should also pass by Durf soon, of Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal. So yeah, there's a tunnel coming up, and then after that we'll be on the route where the Trent Valley starts. Then after this part we'll take the train from Rugby to Stafford. Then after that we'll be from Stafford to Garston. So yeah, this is where the West Coast Mainline Trent Valley starts. With lag. So I'll put in a 47 for no reason, some container flats and a few 66s. So you know, the usual stuff. What was the last thing I put on ATS? I think it was the 375 scenario from Selhurst to Victoria. I think the Selhurst one has to be my most popular scenario I put on there. I think it's like 130 downloads. That's really cool to see. I guess it is unique, because you wouldn't really expect a Southeastern train to go through Clapham Junction. Well, I guess if it's ECS, it could go anywhere. So after passing here, we have about 4 miles left to Rugby, where this part will end. Come on. Thanks. Oh yeah, another route that I'm looking forward to seeing is I think it's the route from Cambridge to Peterborough. It looks really good. Alan has shown it off quite a few times with streams. So I think the first thing I might do is like take something completely ridiculous on there, like some sort of diesel unit. Maybe like a Northern 156 from Peterborough to Cambridge. Yeah, it's very saddening just seeing all the HSTs just stored on the route. I think it's called Long Marston. Maybe that's somewhere else. We're winding up for 50 miles an hour. So now that we're joined up with the main West Coast Main Line, we are very close to Rugby. So this is Hill Morton Junction. Come on, slow down. Why am I braking onto shit? I'll just slow down to 50 miles an hour, and then 40. Well, I like my keyboard hasn't died yet. Come on, load. Come on. There we go. So, into platform 2, we'll go up and over. Up and over, I think it's the up fast, I think. Then arrive into platform 2. Where this part will end, and then we'll pick up the action, I think, on Monday? The Monday after this goes out. Because on Friday it's Skylines, which I haven't edited yet. So on the flyover, going over the up fast. I don't think I've ever driven down here before. Maybe I have done. Ages ago. And I think the line going... Yeah, the line going straight on is to platform 1. Yeah, Rugby looks completely different to how it did about 10-15 years ago. I think Rugby had like this giant roof over it, but then when the West Coast Main Line was modernised, its layout was completely changed because I think it had too many platforms for the demand it handled. So the line going off to the right is for the Bay platforms. I think Connect used to run a train from Rugby to Gatwick. I couldn't imagine that being too popular. Because you can just get a train from Rugby to Euston, then go to Victoria, and then to Gatwick. So this is Rugby. So this is where the video ends, so thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Join my Discord server for train chat, follow me on Twitter for future video updates. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Twitch, I think I might leave it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next part where we will continue on to Stafford, and I'm braking far too late. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, I should have broke earlier. How far am I overrunning this? Quite far. Let's see, 1 container, 2, 3, 4? 4. About 3.5 containers. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.